Good morning, everybody. It's a great day today. Spelljammer confirmed.
Spelljammer confirmed!
You heard it here. Spelljammer.
Oh my god,
confirmed.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh. I was wondering what was in front of your face there for a second. Because what is that?
Yeah.
What is your video? Half your video is frozen. I don't know why.
I don't know. That's weird.
Oh, wait.
Whoop, gone.
Hold on.
Whoop, back.
There we go.
I'm magical.
That is. Guess I had zoomed too far off the screen, so OBS couldn't grab it. That was weird. Hi, everybody. My name's
hi.
Sean. Welcome to Community Q&A.
I'm Mars.
We got Mars here. We're here to answer your questions about the game, talk about Spelljammer, rave about Spelljammer, and probably talk about the Dnd Direct stuff.
Yeah, Dragonlance 2, I guess, was also.
Yeah, Dragonlance is pretty cool. I know a lot less about Dragonlance. I've heard of it.
Same.
I know there's a lot of books.
My partner's wild about it. She loves Dragonlance, and my
nice.
best friend from college too. So they are so stoked right now.
Nice, that's good.
But I don't really know.
What else? There was Spelljammer, Dragonlance, some new minis.
Baldur's Gate 3
Baldur's Gate 3
is actually
updates.
releasing next year.
2023. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That movie,
Yeah.
Honor Among Thieves.
We are really excited to announce the movie.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. I heard you can I be first to ask both for Untitled Champions? I mean, they're not Forgotten Realms, so who knows? We'll see. We'll talk to the bosses. So if you didn't catch the Dnd Direct this morning between 9 and 9:30 Pacific time there, a whole bunch of announcements of the upcoming year.
So many announcements.
Yeah, so many
cool.
announcements. So Spelljammer coming out in August.
Yeah.
With a early adventure in July that's for free on the Wizards website, and you can also get their on D&D Beyond right now. Actually, they have a supplement that is where did it go? I had it earlier today. The Monstrous Compendium Volume 1, which is Spelljammer creatures. So it's got a bunch of monsters in there, like the Asteroid Spider and the Nightmare Beast, the Eldritch Lich. Super cool. What else we got? There was the Dragonlance, which I think is coming out. Is that October-ish? Or did they announce time for that?
I don't remember if that one. Oh wait, no, that was later. I think it just said later this year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember if they had put an actual date on that one, but I think it was for later this year.
Yeah. Movie set in the movie for the D&D movie Honor Among Thieves. That's set to be released. Was it March 3rd, 2023?
And honestly, even if the movie is terrible, I'm still gonna love it because that's just part of the charm at this point for D&D movies.
Oh, very much.
They've all been terrible.
Yeah.
In the best ways.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
I love it because they're bad.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see it in theaters and then walk out and be like, what the? But I hope it's gonna be. I think it'll be good. It'll be interesting. So
yeah, it'll be fun either way.
Yeah, and then they also announced a new live play show that they're doing with the cast that we need a cast. Okay, well, let's grab one person from every other actual play that exists.
Who should we have in this show? Everyone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like what, like B Dave, DJ Knight, Megan, and Todd playing Riddle and Torvin, right?
Yeah, Riddle and Torvin.
Yeah, which is Avern with a wig.
Totally not Whittle and Avern.
Yeah. The cast. Yeah, Travis McElroy,
Brennan Lee Mulligan,
Prosy D, Ginny D. I think is it Anna Prosser? And Deborah Ann Wool. Like, it's just like
the list just keeps going.
Yeah, they just there was like a 5-minute stream of just like all these characters are gonna be in it. You're like, oh my god.
Like, I kept thinking like, oh wow, that's awesome, and just expecting like that's the last one, and then they just kept announcing people.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that was interesting. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be really cool.
Oh, and Jason Charles Miller was like did a song that was in the trailer for it when they were doing all the cast.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Oh.
B Dave announced that on Twitter. B Dave tweeted out the YouTube link to the video and also
cool.
said that it was Jason singing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
awesome.
Radiant Citadel too. Was that 13 new adventures?
Mm-hmm.
That are levels 1, like I think 3 or 4 to 14, which are all all POC written, all work together, which is, I think that's gonna be really cool. Well, they're talking about something about how they're all those adventures are so kind of connected loosely, with a couple items traveled around. Like that was cool. So
I love when stuff is connected like that.
Yeah.
Plus, you can just make your own connections, but having those threads there for you to pull on if you want is really nice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, I'm hyped. I'm excited for Spelljammer. I can't wait to read. Can't wait to read the stuff. Can't wait to play the stuff. Now I'm torn between making like a Call of the Netherdeep campaign or like waiting for Spelljammer.
Or hear me out.
Or both.
Fuse them.
Oh God, Call of Spelljammer.
Call of the Nether Jam.
Yeah. Spell Netherdeep? No.
Spell Deep.
Yeah, Spell Deep. Yeah.
Spell Deep Nether Jam.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so we're also here. We talk about anything. D&D mostly, and then Idle Champions a little bit on the side. Yeah, but
pardon our hype.
Yeah,
it's very exciting today.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, I wish I knew more about Dragonlance so I could talk more about it, but I know they were books, and that's about as far as I know. That's what I got. So, Bonesay, thanks for the prime. Thank you so much. Collect Call of the Nether Jam. Ooh, Call of the Nether Jam. That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, Kubu Plan has a question. How far can a tankless background party typically go before the passive hero damage stops progress? That is such a wildly varied question.
Yeah, your results are going to be extremely different based on your favor and what champions you're using.
Yeah. I mean, do you do like a tanky Artemis formation instead, and that's why you keep going?
Or do you use one of those, like, not really a tank, but for some reason has overwhelmed feats champions, like Brunor and Barrowin.
Yeah.
And Jamila.
Yeah, like those, like, yeah, that's assuming no healers, yeah. I mean, the thing with those ones is that the moment one character dies, no matter what it is,
you're done.
You're done. You stop progressing and you go back in area, pretty much. So, I mean, how far do you think you can make it in the background, like your party? Mars?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I mean, in Torm, my favor is high enough that I can click damage through at least 680.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume that beyond that, if I'm not using any tanks, I'm going to die very quickly after 680.
Yeah. Yeah, I can probably get to like, I'll probably say like 900 before it starts getting an issue.
No tanks, no healing.
No tanks, no healing. Yeah. Because
nice.
With no healing and no tanks, you're just forcing more damage in there, right? So you're kind of complement. You're doing that. Well, if I kill it first, it can't hurt me. So, which I think is
yes, the best defense.
Best defense is a good
offense.
Yeah, exactly. So, J-Dog wants to know what the weekend buffs are because there's no real champions this week.
That's sad. A fair question.
That's right. You know what? I will indulge you this one time. Let me pull it up.
Dragon Bait.
Yes.
It's 5 Dragon Bait buffs.
Yeah.
This is why they don't let me pick.
What day is it? Oh, man, I haven't cleaned up this document in a while. Boop. This week. Okay, so this weekend we are doing the Swords and Sorcery weekend. We are going to be buffing Sasaspia, Minsk, Hitch, Baloth, and Melf. So we're doing a global damage buff for Sasaspia, a favored enemies buff for Minsk, natural performer buff for Hitch, morbid excitement buff for Baloth, and then wait for it, Melf gets adaptive support, righteous determination, and speedy supplement.
And speed?
And speed,
yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna be a fast weekend.
Yeah. I can use this for both of my accounts. That's great.
Yeah, and the golden epic this weekend is gonna be Sasaspia Slut 2. Her Halo of Spores. It's like her main ability, pretty much.
Oh man,
that's cool,
okay, great. Yeah, good news for all the Sasaspia mains out there.
Yeah, me. Yeah, Melf weekend. Yeah, tell your wife, tell your kids, it's a Melf weekend.
With a Sasaspia golden epic on a good item.
Yeah,
nice.
So, it's a good one.
Yeah,
it'll be a fun weekend. Yeah. All right, what other questions we got here? By the way, what was the honest choice guy that one voiceover? Yeah, that might have been, yeah.
Oh, the really dramatic one about the dragons?
Yeah. In a world, yeah.
In a world, in a place full of dragons. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the Honest Trailers guy, but it did bear some similarity.
Yeah, I mean,
Super Collins.
I feel like sorry, I'm gonna point that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, there's like that is just like common movie voiceover thing. So like, it could be like be one of like 50 different guys probably, and they all sound the same.
It's like a voice pack.
Yeah, yeah. Movie trailer guy voice pack in Isle Champions. What? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now Super Collins.
Yeah.
Is there a place to read all of the adventure dialogues outside of the in-game journal? No.
No, unfortunately, you gotta play the
That'd be
game.
nice.
You gotta play the game to read it.
Yeah, and you have to be in the adventure that you want to read the dialogue for.
Yeah.
Which stinks for the things that you can't ever do again, like split the party and the Mad God for unlocking Trials of Mount Tiamat, because then you just never get to see that dialogue ever again.
Yeah. And there are a couple of variants that have unique dialogue.
Yeah.
Bits in it as well.
So there's nowhere in game to reread dialogue outside of the adventure itself.
I will point out, because someone is saying in chat, is that there is nowhere official, but there are third-party sites that grab stuff from the game, so up to you.
Yeah, those things exist. We just can't officially suggest that you do that.
Yeah, exactly. Bill Slowski's asking question. So if we have these characters for next week free already, will we still get the chest with them if we ever have carries on Steam? Yes. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we announced
the promo thing?
Yeah, the Steam promo is coming out next week, which is gonna be super exciting. If you already own those champions, you still get everything else included. You get all the chests, all the bonuses.
Nice.
You don't lose that or anything. You just don't get the champion unlocks. So. Yeah, so you still get all the chests, all the benefits and stuff. Nothing.
Oh, nice.
No
This is actually
there.
my first time looking at what all it's giving. So Steam exclusive giveaway looks like you get it's Whittle's Champions of Renown. That's between Wednesday the 27th and Wednesday the 4th of May. Okay, so for 1 week.
Yep.
And that's going to be you get Orkira and Whittle and Catti and Ayla and Avron. That's a pretty stellar lineup, honestly.
Strong lineup, yeah.
Man, wow.
Yeah, that's
really good. It's 16 gold chest with 2 shinies for each of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and an exclusive familiar. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, these giveaways are if you're a new player, these exclusive times are perfect. So.
Yeah, Epic's had a few. I think the last one we did was for console and mobile players.
Yes, yeah.
So now Steam gets some love this time around.
That was so nice to be able to do one for consoles and mobile. It was so nice to do that finally. We try to rotate through them. So we want everybody to be getting their own exclusive bit as they go along. So
just keep things more fair.
Yeah. Mike versus Gary says, are some adventures still available as PDFs? I know on our Codename Entertainment website, I believe on Champions Be Under Media, there are 5 encounters that are there, which are the Trials of Mount Tiamat, Mists of Ravenloft, A Fool's Errand, The Unfair Seas, and the Giant Spain Tavern. And
see if I can find the link for that.
Yeah, and those are the ones that we did on stream through Isle Champions Presents. So, actually, and Beal and Grimm's Tavern one was an exclusive in the Beal and Grimm's box when they did Icewind Dale. We have to sneak a little adventure in there. So, Neryl has a question. Says, "Hi, I started the game 2 days ago. Can I have advice on my gems to start well? P.S. I am French. Can you answer slowly, please? We will try through our excitement. First off, welcome to the game. Got a lot ahead of you. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Welcome. Glad to have you.
Your first goal for your gems should be to purchase the Mage Hand Familiar, if you haven't already. So, be this buddy right here. He'll be blue though. So he's 250 gems. Yes. So this will help you click stuff and click damage on monsters, which would be very helpful. You kind of start on your way with that. After that, I would be focusing on probably silver chests, just to kind of get a base level of item gear on everybody. Try to get them all green.
At least all green.
At least all green. And then from there on out, work on gold chests and then purchasing some more familiars from the gem shop. If you're in game, you can also check the gem items in here, and you'll see all the familiars and skins. I wouldn't worry about the skins; just worry about the familiars. You get what you can.
I would like to point out the Gems Visual Aid,
Yes.
which was something that I made in cooperation with Garwar a few years ago, and it is still pretty relevant. I updated it last year. So if you type in !ICVA, you will get a link to an Imgur album. There you go. Thank you, Noxanguis. The link is right there. Mubot just posted it. So if you check that out, the third image in that album is the Gems Visual Aid, which pretty much reflects what Sean just said. It should help you make some decisions. I hope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Martin is our mod today.
Mhm.
Thanks for hanging out, Martin. As always.
Shout out to Martin, the other M.
The other M. It's a question. It says, if you ever succeed in all adventures and variants, is there an option to reset them so you can play them all over again? Those are called patrons. Yeah, that's the only way to replay variants is through the patron. So
I will forever be on the hill that I would like to replay variants freely. That would be ideal. But I can accept
Freely
if
doesn't have
that
any
is...
variants we talking about.
Come on. Freely at least has his own event variants. But I can accept that at least we get to do the patron versions of things. And every time we get a new patron, we'll be able to do all those other things again.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just, yeah, I mean, including all patrons. Yeah, you guys, like, at that point, you have to wait for a new patron to come out to unlock them all and then play them again. So I know, I think from what I understand is the biggest reason people want to do that is that there are just some really good farming adventures and variants that makes it really easy to farm, like Zorbu and Torgar and things like that. So
I mean, I can understand that might be the main draw of it. I just want to replay variants because they're the most fun part of the game to me.
Yes. Yeah.
Doing the challenges.
Yeah. Some people just want the sweet cheese, though.
Yeah.
I just want the cheese.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Perhaps we'll reach a happy answer for that in the future. But as it is for right now, no.
Yeah.
You can't.
Currently, no. Shavek74 says, I keep missing the big giveaways. Is Epic going to get another set? Most likely, like I said, we like working with the platforms quite often. So whenever we can kind of get one of these things out for players, we do what we can. So
yeah, Epic seems to like us very much.
Yeah.
So that is pretty likely. We can't like make any guarantees, of course, but
yeah,
it's just like probably.
Yeah.
Just wait long enough.
Yeah. Yeah. No promises, but we definitely hope to do one at some point. But for now, we're focused on Steam. That's next week on the 27th. Things starting at noon. All you have to do is log in, and then boom, free stuff.
Just open up your game.
Yeah. Just for you.
Noxanguis, since multi-slot NPCs got added to the game, very exciting about that. Yeah, 2 of the new variants have multi-slot NPCs.
Ooh.
A Treant and a Shambling Mound that take up 3 spots each. So cool. Anyway, since multi-slot NPCs got added to the game in some variants, are you excited to expect to have multi-slot champions in the game? And if yes, what race? Dragons for me, any type. Dragons are the best. Dragons are pretty cool.
That would be super cool. Like, I think the problem with that though is those champions would probably have to be roughly equivalent to 2 champions worth of buffs and damage, right? So
they'd have to be worth giving up multiple slots for. So they would have to be intentionally overtuned.
Yeah, that is a interesting design.
Yeah.
Part feels like a bit of a weird power creep in a way.
But it's also like you're going to be only able to use them in formation designs that allows for whatever those things are. Like
that's true. Yeah.
If you have some kind of a weird shape that just doesn't have 3 circles that are adjacent to each other, then you just couldn't place that treant anywhere, for example.
Yeah. I guess the question is, then what if you do 4,
something there,
5, 6,
or all 12, all 10.
Like if you put someone or Avernus for me, and he takes up like this entire circle, like how strong is that champion? Like what does that look like?
It's Elminster levels of power.
Yeah, it's just you get your own. It's a champion beholder. It just floats in the middle.
Oh, it's Iris, our mascot.
Oh, it's Iris. That'd be super cool. Yeah,
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting thought experiment, but it's also like one of those like man, what would we even do? Like I remember just talking about a centaur at one point.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
taking up
but
like
it's
two
like the
spots,
model is also like it's like too weird to fit the other people around it. Like for example, if maybe it went over through Blushi and Averin, but it hides Rosie, right? Because it's just be a big model or something. Can you turn it to be like Blushi to Rosie, or does it have to be Blushi to Averin? Or can you do
I can see that being like a specialization choice where you get to rotate the model.
And then that's just an art problem at that point. Like,
yeah, I guess they'd have to do the same model multiple times to make that work. Yeah,
I just imagine Alexis being like,
"Yeah, and having to do skins for that."
Yeah, just like really, yeah, we're so excited to do these champions. Yeah,
be kind to the artists.
Yeah, the artist is so good. Yeah,
yeah.
GE Nemesis 13 question: if the price of the in-game pack / wild offer etc. is wrong in the Google Play Android version of the store, is it a Google Play issue or CD Games issue? It's probably due to my currency not being US dollars, but can't change that. So, the way the kind of the shops work to show currency is we tell the platform, hey, this is how much that this item costs in US dollars, and then it's up to them. And then we kind of say like, you know, this we add like a string to the text. It's like, you know, add in the whatever Google sends back for this currency, and that put that price right here. So then Google sends us back USD. Or they send us back your local currency. Or they send us back in Canadian, or you know, in British pounds, or whichever. And that's what would display there. So if it's not displaying your local currency, that is on the platform that does that. We don't do any conversions because those conversions are different for every platform, and we don't have the resources to kind of manage all that. Although if you click if it is showing in USD and that's not your local currency, if you then click on to make the purchase, it should pop up. The pop-up that says like, hey, you're gonna purchase this, yes or no, and then we'll show you the proper conversion for your currency. So it should always convert by the time you're about to actually make the purchase.
And there you go.
Yeah, we've been seeing a bunch because I think PS4 is having a thing where only wild offers are showing in USD for some reason, so we're trying to figure that out. And to be honest, most platforms, like it's like a 50-50 if they convert or not. Oh, and the decimal points wrong too. Yes, that's still a issue with Google, or something wrong with the string. So we're trying to figure that out. When you go to actually make the purchase, though, it should give you the proper pricing. It's if that is broken, then there's a bigger problem there. So yeah, you wouldn't actually have to pay $1,000 for a pack. So don't worry about that. Like I know the chest packs are showing like 999 to like 1099 with no decimal points or anything. But if you actually go to purchase it, it'll show like 9.99 properly. So yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like we're not sure if the problem's on their side or our side, and we're trying to like figure out what that problem is. So, but we're pretty confident it's something to do with us for sure. So, but we're looking into it. So though. Yeah.
Evil Emperor Zerg.
Yeah. I wonder.
Has a question about wild offers.
Ooh, why are the recent wild offers so repetitive? Ashara's pouch 4 times and Fria's armor 4 times. Well, that once you turn something down, the algorithm avoided that item. Algorithm is a very strong word for how that works, I think. Yeah, I think there was an issue with the recent wild offers where it just a lot of players got showcased the same item a bunch of times. I had a ticket where somebody had the Abyssal Chicken offered to them 8 times.
I remember the screenshot of that. That was ridiculous. I
was like, what? So,
you want this chicken? No. Okay, you want this chicken? No. You want this chicken?
Yeah.
No.
I think the odd part of that one was like it showcased the chicken and then the exact same items for the exact same price point, like 6 out of those 8 times.
That is.
It only varied like the first one and the last one.
So there's something going on with that.
Yeah. So yeah, so how about that chicken though? Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what that would like, why that did that, but
I guess that's randomness for
you. Yeah. RNG just had a weird day for you. Yeah, it may not have actually been a bug. It may have just been the weirdest sit of RNG we've ever seen.
Yeah,
and you hit that like 0.0000001% chance that happened.
I mean,
buy a lottery ticket.
hopefully these are things that we iron out and like make better as time goes on.
Yeah.
But still, sorry that you had the repetitive thing happen to you.
Yeah. Someone's asking, what would a $1,000 pack look like in Untitled Champions?
Every champion.
Yeah, I
and
imagine
like 16 chests for each of them. Plus,
no,
every
actually,
familiar,
so
I don't know.
with 100 champions.
Yeah.
Oh no, because there's some of them you can get for free. Never mind. I was like
Yeah.
100 champions at $10 a piece. There you go.
But not the core 12
Yeah,
and
not the
not
core
any
12.
of the evergreens.
Yeah. So maybe like every champion with 3 chests would be $1,000.
You gotta put some familiars in there.
Yeah, spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta make it
I'm
at least
imagining
worth.
this is like the ultimate starter pack.
Yeah.
Just get everything.
You gotta make it worth at least like 1,300. Right? So people can go look and go. I'm gonna get a lot out of this. So. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't think that's something we would never do. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that would never happen. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing to think about.
Imagine the news articles that would come out with like free to play game introduces $1,000 pack.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad publicity.
Yeah, a $1,000 wild offer. Yeah. But then kudos to the guy who goes, yeah, I can do that, and then buys it.
We can't. No, we can't.
Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah.
But it is funny to think about.
Yeah. Nefarious 14. There's a question. Has there been any rumblings about when we might see a new Evergreen champion?
We just got one.
Just got one, man.
We just got Blushy.
Yeah.
It's too soon.
Yeah. At least 2 more years.
Yeah. It used to be like literally it would be like 2 years between when Ulcoria was like announced and when we actually got her. So
yeah, that was a mistake.
As long as
that
it's
was
faster than that.
That's why we don't announce things like way ahead of time anymore.
Yep, that was a lesson learned.
Yeah, that was a lesson in patience.
Yeah, it's more fun to surprise people.
Yeah. So we don't have any plans for another Evergreen right now, even in the slightest. So, probably
But never say never.
Yeah, exactly. Never say never.
Eventually.
Yeah. There will be more. Obviously, that's not like the last Evergreen champion. So,
Sean, let me turn this on you. What do you feel like would be the ideal situation for like having Evergreen champions? Like how many per campaign or something like that? Like we get 2 into Annihilation. Do you feel like 2 per campaign would be good, or more or less?
I like the 2 per campaign.
Me too.
But I think that's interesting for Icewind Dale, because Icewind Dale's done.
Yeah.
So what do we add to that one?
So Waterdeep's.
Yeah, Waterdeep is done,
And Baldur's Gate.
And Baldur's Gate. So they're all done. They have one already. So unless we add interest variants into them that just say, hey, here's a Evergreen champion in them. And then the weird thing too is with oh my god, what is it called? My brain.
Witchlight?
No, not Witchlight. Grand Tour of the Sorkos. That's it.
Yeah.
That is our never-ending campaign.
That's the easiest one to slip more Evergreens into.
Yeah, but then it's like, and then at what cadence do we bring those through? Is the question.
I've thought about this one before. I like the idea of like 1 per map. Like Drizzt is the one for the Sword Coast itself, and then we get 1 for Barovia and 1 for the Underdark. I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that actually. Yeah. Yeah, the only campaign that's officially done that will never get any more adventures is Tomb of Annihilation. That's correct.
Yep, Tomb of Annihilation is completely done. No more variants, no more Evergreens, just totally done.
Yeah.
Everything else is still like on the board.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I like the idea of two per campaign. I think it's a bit harder to do it when the campaigns are already like when the story is finished but not officially done. And for newer players who may not know, Evergreen champions are champions that that's what the term we use for champions you unlock in the game without spending resources or through events. So like
they are perennially available.
Yeah.
Just like evergreen trees are perennially in bloom.
Yeah. So Hitch is an evergreen champion because he's unlocked through the newsletter. Belushi is an evergreen champion because she is unlocked through the Witchlight campaign. Dragonbait and Zaka both through Tomb of Annihilation. So ones you unlock by playing the game through the normal campaign, and they come up. Yeah.
Plus the core 12 that you start the game with, Bruenor, Celeste, Nayeli, etc., all the way up to Archon.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are also in the umbrella of Evergreen.
Yes. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. Remember, sometimes there's new players here. They don't know the terms. So yeah, Evergreen is our nerds. Yeah. So Evergreen is something we consider that the champion you would get not in an event that is available through just playing the campaign and stories.
Yeah, there's event champions, and then there's everyone else, and those are called evergreen collectively.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, character you can get all throughout the year rather than just when their event or time is up. Correct, Phil Bunny Beast.
Yep.
Nero has another question. Says, last question for me. I finished all the easy quests. Can I go for a difficult one, or can I repeat a free one? That's completely up to you. So, the way so for newer players as well, the way the difficulty thing works is, let me go over here.
It's just based on favor.
Yeah. So where it shows difficulty easy, all this is doing is checking your favor amount and seeing if you have enough favor to beat it. So this might be a bit misleading in some of the harder adventures, where you're really restricted on champions to use, or like a wisdom of 17 plus, things like that, where you only have a couple champions to use. So don't be fooled by when it's just easy all the time. But yeah, if you're done all the easy ones, try out some of the harder ones, or go back to the easier ones and just push that adventure as far as you can actually go into it, and to earn more favor to then make those harder questions easier.
My normal recommendation that I give out on Guiding Hand is, if you're a new enough player that you need to ask about difficulty and what you might be ready for, I would advise you to not play anything that is listed as more challenging than easy.
Yeah.
Just do free plays until you get enough favor that everything reads as easy.
Yeah, exactly. Even when it says fair, that can be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Not to be like confused with the Beyond the Witchlight, where everything is fair because you're at a carnival.
Yes,
it's a bit weird
true.
and misleading.
That's
but...
a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek kind of Easter eggy kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you will eventually be strong enough to clear anything, regardless of whether it says challenging, fair, deadly, whatever. And you will know when you're at that point, because the difficulty won't even be something that registers for you when you're browsing through the adventures anymore.
Yeah.
This will be like months from now.
Yeah, and even if you're doing an adventure that is labeled as easy, you may not have the champion pool to do it, right? Maybe it's a higher restriction for wisdom or charisma or strength, and you just don't have the right amount of champions to do it.
You might be playing a patron variant. That's like, you lose out on slots. Like, Arya Chicken for Mert. Like, oh yeah, that's listed as easy. It is not.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So, yeah. And one thing is, never spend more than like a day on a variant. Like, do not let it sit there for 3 or 4 days gaining gold to try and complete it. It is a waste of time in the game, and you'll earn more gold by hitting that wall where you can't get any further, finishing the adventure, getting that favor, and starting again.
Don't torment yourself.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Don't let like sunk cost fallacy make you think like oh, I'm so close, I have to finish this. It's been like a week and you're still playing the same adventure. Get out of there, do something else.
Yeah, but if you hover over your complete adventure, you can show you how much favor you're going to get. So if you're stuck and that is an actual increase in favor, then just stop playing and like complete the adventure, start again. Raphael 90340 question: how does Briv's Unnatural Haste work with Eliwick, the deck of many things? I believe if you, I don't remember if we changed it to work with the skip or not.
Oh, like drawing cards.
Yeah, every 100 areas. Yeah.
I
don't remember if it works officially or not.
I would check right now, but my game just crashed.
Oh, don't say that. Hold on. I will check right now, actually, so we will see. All right, live testing. Here we go. Feel like I don't remember what we did or not. Okay, so
we'll learn together.
Yeah, I think it does count the areas it skips. I went from 99 to 89. So one more skip, and we'll double check. Yep. So it does count the areas. I need to get rid of Briv now.
Nice.
There we go. And back add in my DPS again with Rosie. Now we're going.
I need to start like writing down on a list somewhere, like what does Brimskip count or not?
Yeah,
Like, it does not give Modron experience, but it does count toward Eliwick stats.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought it did give Modron experience, but it doesn't mark the experience during the adventure. It marks it after.
Oh, really? That's the first I've heard of that.
I think. If there's something
Like,
like
there's
that,
a
or
delay?
with Adventure, or with Adventure's Tale, it's one of the two. It's like you don't get the experience, but then when you reset it, it then adds the experience to Modron.
Huh.
Because it compares like areas completed to the highest total area, and then make sure that does not. Or Rollout, if they don't find it doesn't give all the XP back. Maybe I'm just talking on my butt. Either one. But I thought that we had maybe we did change it to that and then changed it back or something. So.
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to experiment with that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
yeah. Mike's
Squid Rot.
Mike S is getting somewhere 3 weeks and lessons and classes are wasted, Sean. Yes. don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Whenever I get a ticket of someone be like, I was on this adventure for 2 weeks. It's like, no.
No. There's
Please.
so much else you could be doing in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So it hurts. All right.
Squid Rot, question. Is there an easy way to see which champions meet a given stat requirement, including feats? For example, if I need champions with charisma of 14 or higher, Ashara has 14 charisma, but with a feat can have 15.
Well, that one was specifically charisma higher than 14.
Oh, yeah,
14. Yeah. Not greater than or equal to. Yeah, there is no good way, unfortunately. So you have to go through each champion and figure out if you have a feat available.
Yep, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Be nice if there was an in-game
Yeah,
way for that.
that would be a really good quality of life thing that we're kind of we're looking up to.
Like if you were starting, like if you were on your map screen and you were looking at variants and it said like, oh, you can only use champions with a constitution of 13 or higher, and then there's just like it says qualifying champions and there's like a number there.
Yeah,
just like you own 27 champions.
Yeah,
that
the number would
that'd be
would,
great.
I think the number would still be a bit hard to figure out because when you have 100 champions across all these slots, do you then go okay in slot 1, 2, 3, okay, then 4, 5, 6, and then count them all up? I think what we need would be like I think you can click that would show a drop down of all the champions available, and then we'll have like a little like sticker with like like Briv plus feet, Ashara plus feet.
I love that. I love visual information like that.
I think the visual would be a lot easier when we have so many champions in the game. So
yeah,
I think that'd be the best way to do it. Grey Donvoy, question. But when we get a new patron, Torm will get a suite of variants, right? Wait, is that Tomb? Oh, a Tomb. Yeah, if you get the new patron, like all the variants in Tomb will become unlocked again, so you can play them if you've already beaten them all.
Just for that patron.
Yeah, but there won't be any new variants.
So you would be able to do like the, I don't know, let's make up a name, Bob, patron Bob. So we get a fifth patron, Bob the Builder patron. Sure.
Can he fix it? He can send adventurers to do it.
Yeah, and then you would be able to play the Bob the Builder patron variants of Tomb Annihilation at that point. Yeah. And no, I'm not confirming that Bob the Builder's the next patron. Before anyone even asks.
Bob the Builder confirmed, yeah.
No.
We've confirmed Spelljam, we're confirming Bob now.
It was an example. No.
Thomas the Tank Engine next, yeah. The Mole's Revenge is a question. An Iris the Beholder is a 7-slot champion where you unlock the central eye. Then you have the 6 surrounding eye stalks with different powers that have to be unlocked separately from different slots. Okay, that's cool.
That's wicked cool.
It's like a build a champion.
Yeah.
I want
Build a Beholder.
Yeah, I want these 3. Yes. Screw Build a Bear. We're done with Build a Bear. Build a Beholder. Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny and cool. That would be such cool tech to do that.
All be like the eye stalks are in different slots, so you can.
Yeah.
And they only work when you have the Beholder in it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
Like, imagine the discourse around that. People would be like, oh yeah, I always go disintegration polymorph ray for my iris. What about you? Yeah, my main rays are blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a fan of petrification and like the levitate one.
Yeah. Oh man, that is a cool idea.
That's a cool idea. I like that.
fast forward 5 years more Idle Champions and show me like what does this game look like.
Oh
and
my God,
I'm ready for my mind to be blown.
Yeah.
Show me the 7-slot champion, please.
Yeah. Balkan 25 has a question. So the end of an adventure on the run stats screen, what are gems? It always seems to get 0.
Okay, that's a funny joke, Balkan.
Yeah. I was like, it sounds like you're trolling. I don't think that's actually a thing right now. But that,
So your gem screen just says you have 0
That's
every
weird.
time? That is super weird.
I want to like reset this to like
Can't be
see,
right.
but
I can reset mine real quick.
Yeah, reset yours. Yeah, I'll keep some going.
Okay, so this is on my Epic.
Testing. So like, I feel like if that was an issue, we would have heard about that in tickets already.
Mine says gems found 0, and I
God.
I was out past like stage 130.
12 gems adventure is always 0. Ah man, all right.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a.
so confirmed. That's a bug. Thanks, Balkan.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, I guess.
More work for Sean. Keeps
Yeah,
you employed,
exactly. More for Taylor.
Yeah, there you go.
J-Dog, question: is there a fix coming for these new variants that pick a DPS, tank, etc., but a different chant gets placed in the formation? Ooh.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, some people in my own Discord were talking about that happening to them. That like it said that like, oh, I get to use like Dragon Bait, but then it actually puts in a riser or something.
Okay, I haven't heard that. I heard either there's a problem with like maybe it was the adding champions to patron variants that shouldn't be allowed. So I'm checking on that too. So
yeah, it
All
seemed
right.
to be working okay for me. So I guess it's inconsistent, but it's
Yeah.
definitely affecting some people.
yeah, okay. Well, I've labeled them. I will take them to the devs after the stream.
Yep.
Can we ever get an evergreen champion from an Electrum chest? Not a game breaking one, obviously. Get champions from chests.
Oh,
It's the bag
like
man.
open an Electrum chest and here's a champion?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, that feels like a odd because we have to put a chance on that, all right? And so what would the chance be? You know, is it like a feat level? Is it shiny level? Is it like a 1 in 500? And
Yeah.
then you have to make it worth it to want to open up all those chests and get all that stuff. So, and then if you didn't get it after 1,000 chests or whatever,
It's gonna be
you're like, well,
really
this is-
frustrating.
This is
for
not
people.
fair. I want this champion. My roster's not filled out. So
Yeah.
we would never probably. I don't think we'd ever like gate a champion behind RNG in a way like that.
Yeah,
So-
I don't really personally like that one.
Yeah.
I like that you can get all the, like, you have control over accessing champions,
Yeah.
whether it's event or time gates or evergreen unlocks, whatever, the nerds from the gem shop, whatever. That unlocking the champions, there's a little bit of randomness from the free time gates, but there's also the controlled element that you could just open a manual time gate to get whatever event champion you want,
Yeah.
so that you don't even have to worry about the free time gate
Yeah,
weekends that
or
way.
or like getting nerds from the gem shop. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'd rather
I
have
guess-
I'd rather have champions be put into the gem shop rather than inside a chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of opening up chests to get a champion. I feel like that's too random. That'd be too frustrating for people.
Yeah. Possible cabbage is a question. With Shaka's event coming up, is there any chance we'll address the restart the adventure to reroll Shaka's puzzle loop? Sometimes he's clearly the best option, but you have to keep restarting to get a reasonable puzzle on him, since there aren't like gnome tanks. I mean, I think that's kind of half the fun with Shaka is it's not that you have to not that you reset the adventure a bunch to get like the perfect ideal puzzle, but is to build around that puzzle. Like that's the whole point of the game,
Yeah.
right? Is to do that kind of thing.
But I mean, what they're saying is that there's definitely a percentage of people who do not do that. They're just going to keep resetting until they get exactly the puzzle that they want.
Yeah, I think that is the onus of the player if they want to do that. And
Yeah.
Shaka has a reroll option in his spec choice, so you can do that. But I don't know if we have any plans to make that change or anything like that. But yeah, I mean,
And one of the cool things about Shaka is Shaka becomes more viable as time goes on, because every time another champion is released, they might apply to Shaka's various celestial puzzle tag options.
yeah,
So like one day we probably will have some kind of a gnome tank, and then that won't be an issue, that specific thing anymore.
exactly.
Shaka's one of those to like always keep your eye on, just keep on the back of your mind that as time goes on, we'll get more champions that do apply for Shaka's Celestial Puzzle, which will make him less frustrating to set up each time.
Yeah, and someone Riamis in chat saying Shaka's puzzle is a lot easier to do once you can unlock them immediately with enough favors, so you can build around them right away rather than having to
Yes.
happen them later. 100%.
That's what I've been doing on my Epic account. Once I've got like E20 favor in every campaign now, so I can just immediately drop shock it in, put some levels on him, see what my puzzle options are, and go from there. And it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
So just get some more favor, and then he's much less of a headache.
Yeah. Roxas CD. So apologies, this was already asked. But what would your best advice be for someone who literally just installed the game?
Welcome to Idle Champions. It's a pleasure to meet you, Roxas.
Welcome. That's amazing. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My biggest advice for new players is to never complete the adventure when it says to complete the adventure. Like, always push as far as you can go in the adventure, so that way you get the maximum of favor you can get out of it, and then you can reset. Like,
You'll eventually get to a
can't
point
go anymore.
Yeah, where you're not really killing things easily anymore, and we call that your wall at that point.
Yeah. Then
just like drop back to somewhere where you actually are killing enemies and just farm there for some gold for no longer than an hour, maybe even just like 10 minutes, and then end your adventure and do another one.
Yeah. There's always a caveat to that rule, which is like if your adventure has like minus 99% gold find, like things like that, don't do those ones, because then it's like faster diminishing returns at that point. So, or if you've lost out on formation slots on the field, those are also not good ones to push very far on. Like just clear that. Yeah. I would even argue like only for pushing for favor on base adventures and free plays, and don't do it on variants. Just clear the variant and move on. Yeah.
I'm sure chat gave you a lot of good advice too. Join the community. That's huge.
Yeah.
Get on the Discord.
The Discord's a great place for that, because it's just the group there is so friendly and so helpful for like helping newer players build stuff. And we have like specific formation like channels for formation building, for the new player chat, where a bunch of like veterans will go and hang out in there and answer questions all the time. So
we have a genuinely kind and helpful, easygoing community.
Yeah. We're gonna keep it that way. Yeah.
Get involved, make some friends.
Yeah.
Get your questions answered.
Yeah. I'm in Mars and I in the Discord all the time too. So.
Yep. Even if you don't see me, I am there. I'm just often invisible. Yeah. Always watching.
Yeah. Leslie 117. You seem to stack multiple potions in your run. Would you save any speed powered gold potions when you start a new account? Yeah. I mean, that's a great question.
When I started my Epic account, I didn't use potions for like weeks.
Yeah, it's like I haven't played a new player account in a long time at this point.
Oh, I recommend it. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun to start over. I'm probably gonna do it again pretty soon.
It'd be nice to do. I would hold off on I would hold off on using potions for a while. I'd probably like, if I was pushing to gauge my wall, I would probably pop a couple like gold potions and stuff, just to kind of get that like extra oomph of gold find in the end of the adventure to get more favor. Especially in an events, I'd probably pop a bunch of gold potions right off the bat. I would chug speed potions like no one's business.
Yes, that's the one that I always need more of, is speed potions.
Yeah.
Like I actually ran out of large speed potions on my main account. Yeah, yesterday
I've done so too,
I was like, all right, I need to speed through this. Wait a second. Oh man, I'm out.
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing. I had to open up some chests.
Yeah. Yeah, it was every once in a while I burn through my potions and I go, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use them all for farming.
Yeah. Yeah. Raphael, question: do you see any plans for feats that reduce stats?
I love
like charisma, not -2 or -2, things like that. That is actually really interesting.
I think mechanically that's super cool, but conceptually that's a hard sell, because like the whole idea that we have feats in this game is based off of the idea of feats in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition specifically, and those are even the feats that give you increased ability scores, like it just increases. It doesn't reduce. It'd have to be some kind of like you're cursed kind of concept, and then that reduces a score, and that would be super cool. I would like that.
I'm trying to think of like in what situation would I ever want a champion to have a lower
easily variants that are like one of the new variants, the one that's a pixie and a pear tree.
Right. There's like 12 and lower, right? Those
you need 12 or lower constitution.
I forgot those existed.
So there's like one tank for that. You get Solis and that's it.
Yeah.
So it would be awesome to have the ability to reduce the con score of various champions to make them qualify for that. That'd be fantastic.
And there's no champion ability that requires you to have a lower score. It's always X or higher, right?
Xeraphon cares whether scores are above 13 or below 13.
Interesting, yeah.
Kreidel has like his specializations are like a range, like for whether different characters in the party have like middle ground charisma or low or high charisma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there are some champions that would matter for, just very few.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Kreidel
I would love to see
Kreidel
that myself.
Yeah.
But I'm not the person that makes those decisions.
Yeah. The weird thing with like feats and stuff like that is like I feel like by adding those in, it kind of like lessens the strategy of the game. And when you start allowing more and more champions to into a variance where it's supposed to be restricted.
Well, not any more so than feats that increase ability scores.
True. But like, because we're doing one, like doing the other, then just expands that pool sometimes. So it's like, you know, where's the stopping point of like where we just go, okay, well you can use every champion in the variant minus freely. You can use everybody but freely. So
yeah.
So
it's a good question for the devs.
Yeah.
That'd be a good developer insights question.
Yeah.
Like, where does it end?
Design question, yeah. RC Gen, another new player question. What are loot levels? First patron needs 2,000 loot levels. I only have 281. So what are they? So what are they so I can work on them?
I hate that we say loot levels in exactly one place in the entire game.
Yeah,
it's item level or gear level everywhere else.
Yeah, it
confuses
people. Yeah,
people.
it's a different term we use. So loot level or item level is referencing to the level of each of your pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
So
and for that one specifically, it cares about all of the item levels on all of the gear on all of your champions added together.
Exactly. So opening more chests using blacksmith company contracts will increase your item/loot level to get that up there. So big recommendation is do not ever use blacksmithing contracts on your core champions or evergreen champions.
Only event champions. They're a lot harder to get item levels on.
Exactly. Yeah. You're going to get a bunch of item levels and from opening silver and gold chests a lot throughout the game.
Yeah.
So those contracts are better suited for event champions.
You'll end up with hundreds, even thousands, even tens of thousands for some people for item levels on your non-event champions.
Yeah.
So just do yourself a favor and only use blacksmithing contracts on your event champions.
Yeah. Like I've never used a contract on Calliope before, and I'm at like 8,000. But I've also
there you go.
A lot of death powers in this game. So, Whipped Quazan. Question: any general tips for Blue Sheet unlock? I have an E27 favor. I failed twice now, running third try.
Oof. Choose carefully.
Yeah, choose it. Yeah,
choose
I think
so
with
carefully.
With that one, you can plan it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of the big thing. It's like for those adventures where they remove champions and unlock stuff, is you use just the right amount of champions to get through the area. Like if it only takes you 2 champions to get to area 200, great. Use only those 2.
Yeah, and make sure that they're champions that you're okay with losing.
Yeah.
Like go in with your least favorable champions, the ones you don't care about.
Yeah.
Feed them to the frog.
Yeah, and and what you can do too is start another adventure. Put in someone like Cathris or Dahani or Turiel or Bruno or whoever you want to use for your slot 1 champion into that adventure first. Once they're in the formation, reset the adventure, and then you can then start the Blue Sheet variant with that champion active in slot 1. So that you've already kind of pre-picked what you're going to pick for that one.
Because the game will automatically load your slot 1 champion. So make sure that it's loading someone that you're okay with losing.
Exactly, yeah. If you want to save Orkira for the very end, you don't want her to be the first one in the party.
Yep. So you go to a free play, put somebody else in.
Yeah.
Then quit out, go to the Bully for You variant, and start so that person you don't actually care about is the one that it defaults to.
Yeah, and the adventure also targets slots that have the most champions left in it, right?
Yeah.
So,
the Bully will always land on the champion from the bench seat that you have the most available swaps for.
Yeah. So what you could do, so say that you're using a Shara as your main DPS, you could put in everyone else in slot 6, let them all get removed, and then put a Shara in, and she'll never get removed. And because based on that rule, she should never be removed unless someone else also has one slot left, or everyone else.
It's
has
like
one
you're
slot left.
pre-gaming for the later stages.
Yeah.
You're intentionally reducing the pool of available champions for the bench seat of the one champion that you really, really, really want to make sure that you have for all the later stages. Yeah. I did that for Zorbu when I did it, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, I did in a bunch of champions until and then I was like, okay, now they've been removed. I have like 20 areas left. I'm not gonna get removed now, and then I just threw in all my good stuff, and it worked fine. So. Patreon count for gems not working correctly. I finished all challenges, but only got 27 gems. Yeah, I think that was mentioned earlier through the gem stuff, so we're taking a look at that.
Yeah, some kind of issue with gem count for the stat screen at the end of an adventure. We're aware.
Yep.
We'll tell people about it.
Yeah. Spec Dread 1. How would you get nerds with gems? Well, if you go to a store, they take something called currency.
Yeah. You have to be on the new shop, first of all.
The new shop.
So if you don't have new shop yet, just wait. Eventually, it will roll out for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think it's out for everybody yet.
Yeah, it's on its way out there. And then you'll see the nerds available here. I believe it was...
Yep, on the gem shop.
100?
They're 100,000.
Yeah.
100,000 gems.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how you get the nerds.
It's an interesting thing to think about because, like, it's the first time that we've had a champion with a gem value assigned. So, like, the implication is that Modron cores are worth 5 times as much as champions because the strong Modron core is 500,000 gems. 100,000 for nerds, 500,000 for the strong core.
Yeah. J-Dog has a question. Is there a target end date for the new store rollout? Not currently, no. We're working on a bunch of improvements and stuff to make it faster. Not like speed up potion faster, but just make it more efficient and cache a bit better. So hopefully that should be out in the next couple days. And then eventually we'll get it to everybody. We'll get out there when it's ready. That's the big thing.
Yeah, patience.
Yeah.
Nothing to report yet.
Yeah.
It'll be an exciting day when everybody gets it, of course, but not
everybody
yet.
gets nerds. Yay! Carfinia, for me, the bully did not always land on the champ. I had in the slot. I had most champions though. I was really wondering about that. That's why I failed my first try. I could take my tank, even though I had put a disposable champ from a bench that had more available champs.
Huh?
Weird.
Yeah, that should not be working that way.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard of that actually happening.
So I guess I have to ask, are you sure?
Yeah, that's where I was like, press X to doubt.
It could just be that it is bugged.
Yeah,
but that's the first that I've heard of that.
Yeah, or just maybe just like a miscount or something like that too. So.
Yeah.
Yoda ate my head. Is it better to dump as many scales into legend levels ASAP, or to use them efficiently, waiting for the cost to go back down after forging?
Oh, efficiency.
Yeah, efficiency is key for forging. So
yeah,
what that breaks down to is being like one every week. I think you spent 1,100 and something like that.
1,111. That's the sweet spot. When you see that your price has reached 1,111 or under, then do your forging.
Yeah. You
want to forge a new
more,
one,
but then it's time frame for that to count down. So
yeah, forge a new one when the cost goes down low enough, and then spend all of your excess on upgrading the ones that you already have.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, sorry.
Hang in there, Sean.
Yeah, I was up reading late last night. Score has a question. Slot 10 is my last one. I need to unlock split the party. Any suggestions for what I get? Ooh.
It's not as exciting of a slot as some of the other ones are, and not because there's like a lot of weak champions in the slot. It's just like there's a lot of them that are solid, that are pretty decent, but none that are like game breaking, like Averin or something, right?
Yeah.
I like Yorvin a lot.
Yeah, I would say Yorvin is good. Havlar is good.
Eliwick
too.
If she gets lucky, can be very good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those would be my 3 choices.
Torgar, if you farm him up.
Wolfgar's good for gold farming with the Companions of the Hall.
Havalar for speed. Tanking and support, good. Also, does have speed, just you do have to manually summon the imps now, and that lessens her value as a speed champion. But if you do actually take the time to set up her imps, then she is still good for that.
Yeah.
There are good options in this slot.
Yeah. Yeah, slot 10s where the Evergreen champion is really strong, yeah. Yeah, Okoria is actually probably best in slot, close to Tyrell.
I love Tyrell and Lucoria both. I use
Yeah.
them all the time.
Yeah, both of them they're really strong comparatively to everyone else in the slot. So.
Yeah. Tyrell is probably my best tank, or at least my most survivable tank.
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
That self shield is enormous.
Yeah.
Oh
And when you have it on the 60-second cooldown, like.
Oh yeah, when he's got the max out cooldown,
yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, really, really strong. All right, well, that's all the relevant questions.
Yeah, now we can get to the fun stuff.
Ooh, fun stuff. I think we did. Wait, did we read this one already? It's unbolded, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's for me.
For you, yeah.
Warlock DVA. I love when those are addressed to specific people so that we know which one of us gets to read it. Okay, Warlock DVA. Comment from Mars. I added the idea of the art show to do. The idea of for the art show to do Minsk and Boo vehicle sketch on Sketching Hour yesterday. They seem to enjoy the idea. Yes. Yeah, I saw that you said that in chat and I responded, but I also did want to say out loud, thank you. I was there. I wasn't sitting at the computer, but I had like the speakers playing out so that I could hear it. And I heard them talking about like a vehicle suggestion from someone in chat. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that was someone from Guiding Hand. Cause I had this idea of like, I want to see Minsk and Boo riding a motorcycle. I think that'd be super cool.
I want to see Boo drive the motorcycle with Minsk in the passenger seat.
Yeah, that'd be great. And then the irony that Spelljammer stuff was announced, and one of the book covers is Minsk and Boo like riding some kind of space leviathan.
Yeah, well, it's Boo. The book is actually like called Boo's something, right?
Yeah, it's like Boo's Astral Menagerie or something like that.
Yeah, Boo's Astral Menagerie. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the cover looks awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
Boo
really
in
excited for the
space.
entire set of books. I'm pre-ordering those immediately.
Oh yeah, those are gonna be good books.
Oh yeah.
Shavak has a comment. It'd be nice if we got a high level Dritz as the current one is underpowered canon wise. First chance to be in game at 2 different ages. Oh.
Huh. So we'd have Dritz and better Dritz.
Yeah. I think.
Interesting.
What if we did like an upgrade champion thing? Like in terms of like for Dritz, you'd pay 500,000 gems, and it would like ascend him or something. It's like
you get the super version.
Yeah.
Well, see, I don't like that because then I assume you wouldn't be able to like go back to the previous form. Like maybe I want to play with underpowered Dritz sometime as compared to the superpowered version. So I like the idea of it being like separate. Maybe you got to put it in the same slot though, because it would be weird if you could use them together.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea that it just like overwrites the champion itself.
I'd be okay with overwriting as long as you have the option of going back. I just don't want to lose access to things that I already have, you know?
Yeah.
Dritz isn't super powerful, but I don't think he's bad either.
Yeah, I imagine you put like another little button besides like the switch and the skins, and then just like have it like an ascension thing, and it would change Dritz to like level 20 version or whatever. I think canonically all champions in this game are level 8.
I thought it was like between 8 and 12.
8 and 12, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's definitely mid-level.
Yeah.
And also, like, every champion is, I think the term is snapshot of just, this is the champion from one moment of their adventuring career, and it's not supposed to be reflective of their entire adventuring career.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we don't have Dritz at, like, end game, end book level of damage and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he doesn't say he's underpowered comparatively to everyone else. Like, he's like the champion himself maybe like is not the strongest TCPS in there, but like Dritz himself is probably is as strong as everyone else is, like on equal terms. If you put them all in like actual like D&D fight, he can probably fight anyone.
It would be really cool. Maybe I could foresee some kind of a variant where Dritz has like this whole like the hunter like mindset that he shifts into, right? I could see there being like a special variant that you must own Dritz to go into, and then just features Dritz. It just gives him like incredibly huge buffs, but only for that one variant.
Yeah, Dritz's buff by your favorite level.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Wow. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Super Dritz engaged. That'd
Yeah.
be so cool.
Joshua, favorite announcement from the D&D stream earlier?
Spelljammer.
Yeah. Spelljammer.
I'm gonna scream it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
Spelljammer. I'm so stoked.
Yeah. I've never done anything with Spelljammer or Dragonlance. I love the idea of the Astral Sea. I think it's such a cool space that it hasn't explored yet. Doesn't have a lot of information on either. So I'm really excited to see that kind of stuff. There was a point where I was reading up on the lore of like the Astral Sea and like the crystal spheres and like the level 10 spells I need to break through the spheres and all that stuff. It's like, this is so cool. Why is it not in 5e? Like, what is going on?
There is a rich vein here, and I'm so excited that we're finally going to tap into it for 5e officially.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Makes it
so
really
cool.
exciting. So
I've never played real Spelljammer, right? I have this cool box, and it's got the books in it and everything, but I've never actually played real Spelljammer. But I did back when I was in like late high school, early college. I did do a campaign that was in space. I didn't know that Spelljammer was a thing at the time. I basically did my own Spelljammer.
That's cool.
And not realizing it. And then years later, I was reading about Spelljammer and I was like, wait a second! I've done this!
They take my idea?
They stole my idea and went back in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about it.
Is the City of Doors, is that Spelljammer or is that Planescape?
That's Planescape, yeah.
Okay.
Sigil, yeah, that's Planescape. But like you
I thought Planescape
you could cross the
like,
streams and just do both.
I thought they were intertwined in a way.
I mean, technically,
maybe I don't understand what Planescape. I haven't know the full background of Planescape.
So Planescape is
familiar.
like the whole multiverse. One way that you can think about it is that like all of the planes are on one side of this huge coin.
Yeah.
And like if you flip that coin over, then the entire other side is just like one super plane that's like all like everything that's in between. And there's a massive spire that just shoots up from it. And at the top of this infinitely tall spire, there's Sigil, the ringed city of doors that just kind of floats around the peak of this infinitely tall spire. But then like all of that is just one part of the multiverse.
Yeah.
So that you'd be able to fly a Spelljammer into Sigil, the City of Doors. You just have to access the plane that's on. That's all.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. God, I love the planar travel stuff.
Me too.
Don't the material plane.
So cool.
Let's go somewhere else. Gas plane shift. I don't know.
I'm gonna rage quit Faerun and just go somewhere else.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab a random fork from my drawer and like, boom. All right, we're going somewhere. I don't know what this is, but we're going somewhere.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just instantly new adventure.
Yeah.
I love that's a real canonical option that you could do in Forgotten Realms lore. Just like, I'm done with this adventure. Boom, I'm somewhere else now.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I cast plane shift. I'm gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Dnd Direct a new patron? Do we have a new patron? That'd be a cool way to add that in.
Oh yeah. Huh. Sean, if there was one champion in the game that you could like walk back, like you could stop the devs from making a champion and make them a patron instead, who would you choose?
Human.
Really? Human patron?
I don't know. I think that'd be funny, but
that would be so interesting.
His challenge would be like something ridiculous.
Like clearly it'd be an Icewind Dale themed patron if you did Human then. Like,
yeah,
that could be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
because the others
Dungeon
are
Master
like
is not even out yet, but that would be a great one. Yeah, Garcia Omen's a good one. Avrin would have been a great one.
Omen was like the proto patron. That's a good point.
Yeah.
War.
Avrin,
the weekly C team challenge.
A great one. Archon would have been a good one too, actually.
Yeah.
Doing favorites for the Dragon Queen.
Archon would have been really cool, like especially for Baldur's Gate into Avernus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even Bruenor, really.
Yeah, it's a good old tutorial dwarf. Yeah. Love that guy.
The guy's a king. Like,
yeah.
You run errands for him. Like, he's not gonna.
Yeah, you could earn like, I don't know, mithril bars or something.
Yeah.
It's the king of the mithril hall.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. And then I guess the question at that point is who would be the tutorial. I think Dritz as a tutorial would have been neat. Tutorial elf.
Yeah, good old tutorial drow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Booties be a patron, yeah.
Boo as a
all of his-
patron would be hilarious.
all of his challenges are just like squeaks. You like translate them to see what they are.
Yeah, you don't know what they are. You just have to do things and then see if the progress bar is moving up.
That's gonna be so bad design. Oh man, yeah.
Oh, people would hate that. It'd be so funny. People would hate it.
It's so funny. Or if you put Minsky in your party, you can see what they say.
Currency would be like hamster pellets.
Yeah.
Just the food pellets, yeah.
Yeah. Spelljammer equals better create spaceship 5e rules. I don't know if there's is there already like a spell like a create spaceship rules for 5e?
I don't know if there's already rules for making a spaceship in 5th edition somewhere.
I mean,
I officially.
Imagine, yeah,
Spelljammer probably will have like rules for that though.
Oh yeah, I imagine that like the just normal ship rules work the same.
Yeah.
Except with this, you can go up and down probably.
Yeah, you just say like, okay, just design a ship using, I don't know, whatever rules do exist. Like, I don't know, does Ghost of Saltmarsh go into it? Maybe. Anyway, just like take existing ship rules and be like, okay, but space.
Yeah.
And then that's it. You're done.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Alabaster Booty Clap patron win. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Although we do have them in the game at the very least.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bailoff.
Yeah. Raphael is asking when will we get the Archon skin with the Vecna hand. That should be in Wild Offers.
Yeah. That should be available.
I'm talking about not this one.
And no, we can't have Volo as a patron. That would upset Garwar too much.
Yeah. Isn't
Volo...
And
I would take his side on that argument.
Isn't Volo already an NPC in the game anyway?
Yes, Volo shows up as an escort NPC. But to be fair, all of the other patrons also show up as NPCs.
Oh yeah, they do.
So just because they show up as NPCs does not like preclude them from becoming patrons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Does Garwar not like Volo?
Garwar hates Volo. Can't stand the guy.
Gar, what is it about Volo you don't like? I want to know.
Yeah, you want to go off, Gar?
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see the reasoning. I sent him the Zoom link.
He's a hack.
He's a hack. Yeah. I'll send Gar the Zoom link. Hey, for a long time listener, first time caller.
I like to think of them as like rivals.
Yeah. They're both making their own monster manual.
Yeah. I can see the character of Garwar storming through Waterdeep, and every time he sees a poster up for like Volo performing live, he just tears it down. No,
Volo. Yeah. Elminster as a patron. Yeah, I think Elminster is one of those things we putting that in a game would be so difficult because he's such a force.
Yep.
That like adding him in, it just seems very difficult.
It doesn't seem too much worse than Strahd to me, though. Like, Strahd is like the OG vampire, the Dark Lord of Barovia. Like, and we have him as a patron. We could do Elminster, sure.
I mean,
definitely not as a champion, though.
I think the scale between Strahd and Elminster is there's a very large gap in between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Elminster could probably destroy the planet. I don't think Strahd could.
I think Elminster could look at Strahd and be like, really? And then Strahd would just be dead. Like, that's it. Like, like very anime style, like Elminster would just like cough, and then Strahd would just into dust, and like, oh, whoops, and just continue on.
Of course, the issue with Elminster is that he is much more likely to get you to do things for him instead of doing anything himself.
Yeah.
Which is what he does in the game. He also does show up as an NPC in some adventures, and he just like is making the champions do stuff. He's not doing anything himself.
He's just too powerful, right? Like, why? There's no fun to that.
Because if he actually did things, we wouldn't have a story.
Yeah. Dude just snapped his fingers. I'm like, all right, we're done.
Yep.
All right, Big Bad BBEG's dead. Bye. Yeah.
Oh, Barbicane. Now that Dragonlance is coming, Fizzban as a patron. Ooh. That's cool.
That would be pretty neat. Probably not, though, because Dragonlance is a different setting, right?
Yeah, it's a totally different world, just like Eberron. Like Eberron and Faerun and Dragonlance are all different settings. Yeah. Spelljammer 2 is technically like its own setting. It just
here's Ravenloft is too.
Pierces into other settings.
Yeah, is Ravenloft still based in?
Yeah, Ravenloft is technically its own setting too. That was then just like brought into D&D proper.
Yeah. I guess Ravenloft is linked to the Forgotten Realms by way of the ethereal plane. So
Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Because it's all the Dread domains are like pockets that are in the Shadowfell.
Yeah. Daily Plane of Dread, yeah. Yeah, so Ravenloft can show up anywhere. But like yeah, Dragonlance is its own world as far as like
when we get into the multiversal stuff, it becomes like a lot of weird gray area.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like
Yeah.
never say never, but most likely we would not be doing Dragonlance stuff, no.
Yeah.
It is a cool idea, I'll grant you, but we probably wouldn't have Fizban as a patron having to do with Dragonlance.
Idle Champions of Dragonlance. So that's the same ring to it, huh?
Actually, honestly, that does. I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
I've never gotten into Dragonlance myself, but I would if we did that.
Yeah. It's a really popular book series, that's all I know.
Yep.
Raven Queen as a patron.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have a hard feeling about like if having gods as patrons. Because like I don't like gods to me aren't really patron-esque. They're like, I'm giving you divine revelation. Like it's up to you if you want to do it or not.
Or if anything, they're like super patrons since they've got like entire religions to run.
Yeah. Yeah, you are an insignificant being in the grand scheme of things. So
maybe if there was like a specific powerful named champion of the Raven Queen, and then that person could be a patron that we work for, because then we get the Raven Queen flavor that way, but we don't actually get Raven Queen herself.
Yeah. Like
that could maybe work, but then who would that even be?
I got a suggestion.
Oh, yeah, I've critical role stuff, right?
Yeah.
I knew as soon as I started saying it, that was going to be what somebody jumped to. I don't know much, but I know that.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to say it because I don't know how people are, how far are. Yeah. Vax, no Vax. Wait, yeah. Yeah, Vax will down the patron. Yeah, that's how we get critical role in the game.
That'd be a pretty cool way to get some critical role representation beyond just Spurt and Archon.
Yeah, my brain went there. Yeah.
That's
really Sean
cool.
Gilmore as the patron. Yeah. That would be cool. Were they not the same? No, Vax and Vex are they're the twins. So they are separate people.
Ooh, Martin suggests Mordenkainen patron. How do you feel about that? The legendary Archmage Mordenkainen.
Yeah, so that makes sense because he's actually like a patron. Like the dude has like a tower that just moves between planes and goes, "Hey, do work for me." Like you find.
Plus, he's got a magic card. That's just cool.
I mean, you find him in Descent to Avernus, and he's like in his tower. He's just like, "Hey, I need you guys to do work for me. Do this stuff for me."
Yeah, I would work for Mordenkainen.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
he feels like he's on the same level as Strahd to me.
Yeah, my party like ran into him. And they're like, do work for me. And my party was like, no, and like walked away. Like, all right. They're like, hey, you do work for us, and Mordenkainen's like, no, and they disappeared.
And we are all caught up.
Yeah, all caught up on questions. If you have any questions, make sure to put question in front of the question.
Yeah, we still got time.
Yeah, we got about half an hour left. We do have what's later on today. Idle Insights with Hope. Hope
nice.
Lavelle. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I got to play with D&D with Hope last night during a Pair's Passage.
Yeah, how did that go?
That
I wasn't able to tune in.
So much fun. Oh my god.
Yeah. Any particular highlights you want to mention?
Yeah, I guess little spoilers that Hope got Hope got to play Penelope again.
Yay.
So that was pretty cool. Then she got turned into a sheep. And I got to make a really, really good pun when she killed a monster. That was really good. My character got my Furbolg, who was 7 feet tall, got shrunk down to being a foot tall for the rest of the campaign.
Okay.
So I was the shortest Furbolg known to man, shorter than Penelope. So she was very excited about that.
Is this the Furbolg of yours that I'm familiar with?
Pretty much. A little bit different. Like it's kind of the same class and stuff.
Okay.
I just changed the name. That's all.
Gotcha.
And then what was it? When we we got to fight fruit flies, and I got to capture a fruit fly and made it my steed. So I was riding around on a really, really big fruit fly.
You were mounted on a fruit fly.
Yeah. And when we were traveling, it just hums.
That is so cute.
So-
It sounds like a very like wholesome, cute little adventure.
Yeah, it was fun. A little bit of combat, a little bit of fun, a little bit of rolling some D100s on wild magic tables is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to go check that out, I'm sure the VOD is available.
I'm pretty sure the VOD it should be up. We finished it last night, and the VOD's go up like right away. So let's find it really quick.
All right, spoilers are over, Balkan. Spoilers are over.
Yeah.
You can come back.
Okay, this should be the VOD right here. It's only 2 hours. It was me, Hope Lavelle, Eugenio, and Trevor, with Lauren DMing. Toil like so much fun. I had a blast. I haven't played D&D in a little bit because my group's on hold right now. So any chance I get, I'm playing. Yeah.
Yep.
And there's I put the link in the chat there. So if you want to watch it, 2 hours, a lot of fun. We did it for the Earth Day because we have that with Dottie, the Familiar, which is now in game right here. So all of our proceeds for the next week until May the 3rd are going to be donated to the Earth Conservation Society. Oh, what was the name?
This is hard to do at the speed that she's moving in the game.
Oh yeah, Conservation International. There we go. That's the one. Yes, up until May 3rd. Yeah.
Whew, dizzy.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh god, now the desk is moving a lot. Yes. So that's all good. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Toddy is super cute. Looks like she's got a little toothbrush.
We talked about this earlier, but Joshua might have missed it. Is it possible to get an update on the new shop experience rollout? Still don't have it on my Steam game.
Oh yeah. No. So we've not 50-50 split for the most part. So half of the users on Epic and Steam have it, the other half don't. It's kind of like the testing ground right now. So we don't have a set date for when we're going to be launching the store live for everybody quite yet, but it should hopefully be soon.
Yep, no specific date or further news to share about it. Just remain patient for now. Hold the line!
Yeah,
Hold the line! We'll get there eventually, all of us.
Couple of tweaks, couple bugs that we're working out. So hopefully those will be fixed up pretty soon.
Bill Slowski, question: how about Venger as a patron, the evil guy from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon? Yeah, Venger.
Yeah.
I always say like Venger, but I think it's actually Venger, like Avenger.
Yeah, Avenger. Yeah.
He's like this big scary warlock guy. It's so over the top. It's so edgy. I love it. Yeah. That would be funny. Like he's in that same kind of like master manipulator kind of evil that Strahd is, so I could see that being a thing. But
he just looks like your stock standard evil guy.
Yep, very
red,
much
black
so.
Horns, big black wings, fangs, super pale, rides a big creepy black horse.
A nightmare.
Yeah,
just like Strahd does.
Yeah. Like, all right, like I've killed 50 of you before. I'll kill 50 more.
Have you watched the cartoon?
I have not.
Oh man, if you're looking for a good time and you're willing to just turn your brain off for a while, it's good. It's fun.
Bold is to assume my brain's on at any given moment.
Yeah.
The only thing that scared me was T-Mat. I mean, yeah, T-Mat's a very scary. It scares anybody. Yeah.
T-Mat just shows up like a random encounter. Just like, it's Tiamat. She's just there
level
in a
1.
cave.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell? We can't just make Tiamat fight us.
Yeah. Sobi Snake 94 is a pretty cool question. What is your favorite magic item in D&D?
Sobi Snake was asking some really cool questions along these same lines on Guiding Hand this morning, so I appreciate the follow-up here. Yeah. So Sean, do you have an answer?
Oh, not really. It's a hard one.
It is.
Because there is a crazy amount of...
Maybe if we could narrow it down to categories. Do you have a favorite magic weapon, maybe?
I don't know. I've given out more magic items than I've received in my time of playing D&D because I've been DMing a whole bunch.
Yeah.
So I don't really have one that's like, I really like this one. I think actually What I thought was really cool was the Ring of Winter.
Oh, from Tomb Annihilation. Yeah, Artist Cimber.
Artist Cimber has. I think that's a really cool item. Obviously the Bag of Holding is amazing.
What I love about the Ring of Winter is that it's an entire campaign ready to pop if anyone misuses it.
Yeah,
just freeze the entire world and then you have to undo it. Yeah. The only reason that the world isn't frozen over is because Artis is a good guy.
What is the magic item that it's like a mech you get to ride in?
Oh, the Apparatus of Qualish?
Yeah, do you remember that? Oh my god.
It's a cool item.
Yeah.
And I'm a D&D nerd.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
I
remember Apparatus of the Qualish. Yeah, that one was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Or the Apparatus of the Crab.
Yep. Yeah, because it's kind of shaped like a little crab golem looking thing.
Yeah.
It's adorable. I could see make a big version of that and then make that a whole undersea vessel for an underwater campaign that like an entire crew of players has to engineer.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah, and those are probably my favorite ones. You realize like a Bag of Holding. You gotta worry about the Bagman.
Oh man, yeah. Everything of the Holding series, like any of those extra dimensional spaces, portable holes, for example.
Yeah.
Those are all
handy
very
haversack.
Interesting. The handy haversack, yeah. And then you gotta make sure not to cross the streams. Don't put one in the other unless you want to be whisked away on a whirlwind adventure to the astral plane just dead.
How to start Spelljammer 101.
Yes. I'm quitting Curse of Strahd. I'm going to Spelljammer now.
Yeah. That'd be a cool start actually of someone's trying to attack a town and they launch a Bag of Holding into a portable hole, create the effect that sucks in everything around it for a huge radius, and then your party gets sucked in and that you gotta find a way to get back.
I want to sweep the rug out from under my players' feet for a campaign, start a story like that. Everyone thinks we're gonna play Tomb Annihilation or something. And then he's just in game 1, you have a portable hole Bag of Holding moment, and then boom, we're doing Spelljammer. Yeah. Actually,
well, there was that the schematic going around for a long time of somebody they had that, but they created an arrow form.
Oh, That's an expensive arrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. it was just neat because it looked like an engineer schematic and built it out. I was like, yeah, you could do this. This is what it would look like.
It would work once.
Yeah.
So don't waste it.
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be really cool. A bag in a bag in a bag. Just delete all the universes. Yeah. Because I don't think you can actually put a Bag of Holding into a portable hole, because the moment any sort of extra dimensional spaces crosses like that, they just gets destroyed instantly.
Yep.
So the last paragraph,
everything in 10 feet.
Yeah, the last paragraph is placing a Bag of Holding inside an extra dimensional space created by handy haversack, portable hole, or a similar item instantly destroys both items and opens the gate to the astral plane.
Yep.
The gate originates where the one item was placed inside the other. Any creature within 10 feet of the gate is sucked through it into a random location in the astral plane. The gate closes. It is one way and cannot be reopened.
There was a really exciting moment when this happened in one of our live plays. In I think it was in Trials of Mount Tiamat. We did Idle Champions Trials of Mount Tiamat. There was a moment where we had an extra dimensional space go into another extra dimensional space, and then things happened.
Yeah.
I won't spoil what happened, what the consequences were, but there were consequences.
Yeah, that's a spicy moment.
Mm-hmm.
How
to instantly add some drama.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if why, because it's only 10 feet, you have to be well, why was your party targeted in that regard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have to loop back into the main town of why is it this person wanted to send you guys away?
So they saw the future and saw how powerful you would become and knew that they had to stop you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That, or they owed you money from a bar bet, and they just I don't want to pay these guys.
So instead, I'll spend thousands of gold to set up this trap instead.
Yeah. Or it's a wizard you've been working for a long time that sets up this trap. It's I don't want to pay you, but I will you. So, bye bye.
I can see that being like something that they do routinely just to cheat people that they hire to do things.
Yeah.
So then you get a whole campaign out of that. Then like you meet all the other stranded people in the other like in the astral plane, and you all band together to take down your terrible boss of a wizard.
And the campaign, you slam the door open. It's like, we're back, old man. Like, yeah.
That would be so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a revenge story.
Yeah. How about Vecna as a patron? We're champions. We're not villains. So
yeah, Strahd I can understand working for because at least he can be reasoned with. I don't think you can really reason with Vecna. He's like super evil.
Yeah. They're trying to. It's like saying like, oh,
Vecna's on another level.
Yeah, you could like just talk to what's the other guy? God, the other lich that builds mazes for people.
Builds mazes for
yeah,
people?
when he built Tomb of Annihilation, he was like, I just like building.
Oh,
evil...
Acerak?
Acerak, that's it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
It's technically a demi-lich.
Yeah.
Not really a lich.
So that was Zaz. Another one. Yeah. That's just evil people.
Yeah, Zastam, the leader of Thay, the Red Wizards of Thay.
Yeah.
It's another super lich.
Yeah.
Acerak's on like a whole level where like he doesn't even care like what the affairs of mortals really even are. Yeah, Acerak just he could just dip out to another world if he wants to.
Yeah, he just enjoys like building these like massive like areas of like people just go and adventure in and trap them.
It's like the ultimate troll.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just a big fan of escape rooms.
Yeah. Of deadly escape rooms, yeah.
It's like building escape, it's because more and more deadly each time, right? So
I think Acerak just gets bored, yeah. It's just out there to have a good time at everyone's expense.
Yeah. Oh, I think my adventure is stalled out a little bit.
Oh no.
Rosie's not doing a good job here. It's shocking, really. So. Oh, yeah. He's the King of Heaven is just spawning too many monsters. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Like my I think I'm like taking away at it or something, or it's just randomly getting hit. All right. Yeah, it's fine. Keep going.
It's too many things on the screen.
Yeah, it's like it was just enough monsters that it was just really, really slow. So.
Yeah.
Orcus and the Raven Queen as a patron couple. Double the challenges, double the rewards.
Do you collect boom boxes?
Collect CDs for the boom boxes, man.
Yeah, there you go. Cassette tapes or something, yeah. Hey, let me turn an earlier question around. Somebody asked us what we were most excited about. Hey, chat, what are you most excited about from the D&D Direct?
Oh yeah,
that happened earlier. What were like? Is it Spelljammer for you? Is it Dragonlance for you? Is it the movie? Is it the Baldur's Gate 3? Like, what is the most exciting thing?
Movie.
Definitely the movie.
You know what? Trevor's really excited about the tokens. The character
yes. Oh my! They look so
those
useful.
Look really cool. Yeah, those look really cool.
Yeah, I've wanted something like that for a while, but didn't know how to like really make it myself. So the fact that we're just gonna have like an official merchandise thing for that, like, okay, boom, done, easy.
Yeah, the movie was just a logo, so no excitement there. Yeah, I wish they'd give us like a quick trailer. That would have been super nice.
Yeah, or just like some still images of some, I don't know, casting shots or something.
Yeah,
just something more than a logo. Just,
show me somebody in an adventuring outfit. With the backpack and the 50 feet of rope and the 10-foot pole and the whole
give
shebang.
Me one person in a costume. That's all I want.
Yeah. Favorite part was the Pathfinder Crusader Goddess Iomade featured as the Crusader in the Dragonlance trailer. Really? That was an Iomade paladin?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that later. That's intriguing. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Cash is talking about giant space hamster stats.
Oh, it's Iomade herself? What?
Wait, what? Down to the haircut? Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna write this down. I need to look this up later.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, huh? It's almost like... Or if that's just like happened to be a mistake, but...
Oh, Dance Lover, they are sad that they missed it because of university and asking where can they catch up.
The D&D channel on Twitch should have a VOD up.
Yeah.
If not, YouTube is probably a great place to play things uploaded there really quickly.
Yep. The official D&D channel is twitch.tv/DND. You can go find the VOD for the direct there. It's probably already on YouTube also because they move pretty quick.
Yeah. All like the B Dave and Anna Prosser probably has something on their social medias too, showing it across a bunch of stuff. A lot of the content creators will have that stuff up pretty quick. So the movie will not be Dragonlance based. Oh, totally not. Yeah, that movie's in the Forgotten Realms, 100%.
Monsters Compendium is going to be a cool additional resource. I agree.
Yeah.
Like the more resources, the better.
I wonder if the Monsters Compendium, is that going to be like a purchasable thing?
I don't know.
Or is it all going to be free? Because they cut off that, but like the first one at least on D&D Beyond is free.
Yeah. I don't know if it's free or paid.
Yeah. It feels
I was so excited at that point. I was starting to zone out.
Yeah, to me it feels kind of weird that they would have the separate compendium on their website and not on D&D Beyond when they just purchased D&D Beyond.
I was a little surprised that they didn't talk about the D&D Beyond acquisition in the direct, just for anyone who hadn't heard the news.
Yeah, maybe because it was just so recent.
Yeah.
Right. Like, well, how do we fit it in? Like, what are we announcing with it? Probably nothing yet because it's not. Yeah, it's still in progress. Yeah. So.
Oh, I thought it was done.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, that's fair, Yoda. They probably made the video a while ago, and then just waiting to release it.
Yeah. There was some screenshots going around of Anna had to be on an apple box because she's too short compared to B-Dave.
Because B-Dave is so huge.
Yeah, he's so tall. So all right.
That's so funny.
We're a normal human and a half giant walk into a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a fresh question coming in from Drakon1972. I'm fairly new to the game and was wondering which champion to get this weekend. I was thinking I should get Tatiana.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it's a free time gate weekend.
It's a free time gate weekend, so you're not going to be able to choose from among all possible event champions. You're going to get 3 event champions to pick from that'll be free.
Yeah.
You have to choose one of those 3 for the free time gate weekend.
Yeah.
To be able to pick from anybody, you got to collect all the time gate pieces, 6 of them, in order to open up a manual time gate.
Yes, yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, so the 3, when you go into the time gates, it'll showcase right at the very top you want available, and it'll show...
Oh, Drakon does have 6 pieces.
Ooh, it'll show up here.
Well, they could do.
And say free for the 3 choices. So.
Yeah. Well, in that case, Drakon, you could do back-to-back time gates. You could do the free time gate this weekend, and then when you're done with that, immediately do a manual time gate for who you actually want.
Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, I would do the free one first, and then do the manual one after.
Or you could just open up.
Or
one
you can do one right now. Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah, honestly, I think doing the free ones because it's tomorrow, right? So
yeah,
I would just grab the one from tomorrow first just to see what you get, and then you can use the next time you get to fill in the slot that you didn't get one for. So,
when the time comes that the free time gate is available, you can go to the Discord. There's always chatter. There's a time gate channel where you can talk about hey, these are the options that I have available. Which one should I grab? And people can weigh in on that. There is also a Reddit mega thread that happens because without that mega thread we get hundreds of posts asking about what champion people should get for their time gate. So instead we have a mega thread where everybody can ask what should they get for their time gate, and then other people
and for the players who are on Steam and are active for time gates, things that champions to probably not get. Kira, Whittle, Catti-brie, Ayla, and Averin.
That's 5. Yep.
Oh, you also get a gem hunter and a gold hunter potion. Hot damn.
Yeah, gem hunter. That's huge.
Yeah, that's an
those are so rare to get.
Yeah, so those are the 5 free champions coming out on the 27th for players who are logged in on Steam only.
Yep.
Yeah, it's in the news section on the L Champions page in your library too. So
yeah,
so you check that out. And that'll last from the 27th up until the 4th of May. So you have a week to collect that, and if you miss it, all you have to do is log in one time.
1 week.
and then you get it, and after that week, it's gone. So, and I'm a stickler for that kind of stuff. If you logged in on the 5th and you're like, oh, I didn't get it, sorry, dude. That's the time frame.
Good and fair.
Yeah. Question: does the World of Isle Champions have any linkage to Spelljammer and Radiant Citadel? Note the majority of the doing now comes from the cartoon and this game. To my knowledge, there's no connection. I don't think there's been like any sort of like story beats into those spots. But...
Okay, there is one.
Oh.
There's two. Okay, so in Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign, in Idle Champions, there is a mind flayer in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage who was the captain of a Spelljammer that was like captured and stuck in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So like, and that Spelljammer is still there. So that exists. And in Tomb of Annihilation, in one of the earlier adventures that you go through back in Port Nyanzaru, the background art, you're like going through some like palatial like building, and there's different almost like museum pieces on pedestals, and one of them is like a miniature Spelljammer. So there's like 2 Spelljammer references in the game currently, but that's it.
That's cool. Yeah, this is a very loose connection. Nothing that's like, hey, we have a portal here to go to the astral plane. You want to go? So
yeah. So that's it for now. That's the only linkage that we have to Spelljammer at the moment.
Star Chaser asking, hi, Mars and Sean. I'm fairly new to Isle Champions, wondering if everyone gets the same choice of champions in the Friday time games. That is incorrect. So yeah, if you are for newer players, everyone gets 3 different champions every time. So everyone's is unique to them. So you get, it kind of works in buckets. So you have the bucket 1, which is like, it just picks a champion and that's it. No special there. Bucket 2 is you will get it'll pick from a champion that's been retired from events. And then bucket 3 is it will guarantee a champion you do not own.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And that's how it determines. So
I knew that we had buckets, but I didn't know that that's how they were like operated.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah, that's how the buckets operate. So if you're for newer players, you're pretty much always guaranteed to at least get one champion you don't own at a minimum. And the newer you are, the likely the more you're gonna have. So if you have questions about them, definitely check out the formations. So the Timegate channel on Discord, the Reddit thread, that's the mega thread. Don't make your own.
Yep.
And yeah, you can ask people, hey, these are the champions I have right now. I'm missing champions in these slots. This is who I'm using normally. Give me a suggestion. And people will be like, yeah, we want you to pick, we suggest Walnut or Ayla or something, whatever it is.
That'd be wild to see people suggest Walnut specifically.
I mean, if you're missing,
expecting that.
Yeah, well, it's more like if you're just missing a champion in a slot, like,
yeah,
hey, Walnut's not bad. Walnut was my tank I used for a very long time.
Walnut on release was like legitimately amazing. Their ultimate, especially, so my god, Armor Shredder. Just like Krull had nothing on original Walnut Ultimate. They had to walk back how many hits that thing put out.
Oh, really?
My god. Yeah, Walnut's Ultimate on release was amazing.
Like 1 hit per
like it was like 50 hits. I'm not kidding. Like you go up against a 50 hit armor boss and they are gone. Forest creatures, go!
Yeah. I missed it.
It was so funny.
Transitioned.
Yeah.
We will.
Like, who would win? Zariel, Archduke of Avernus, or an army of woodland critters? I'm putting my money on the woodland critters, thank you. Yeah, Walnut on release was hilarious.
Yeah, if the options are Xander, Rosie, or Walnut, she would be recommended. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I'll go for Walnut.
Yeah, here's the ultimate. It's a bunch of little critters that run across the screen. And if he doesn't kill them, you get healed. You get a big temporary shield, so it's pretty nice. Oh, 15 minutes left. Yes, we got
we're doing really well.
And we also have Dev Insights with Dave and Justin. So if you have any other design questions or questions more specific to about the systems of the game or like some like the background stuff that you don't get to see, then that's a great spot to answer those questions.
And I'll be modding for that, so you have one more chance to hang out with me.
I'll be there too, so you can just be hanging out and chat. It's always good to listen. Then to know what then I can say later on. So what they confirm, then I can confirm. It's the fun part about this, yeah. What I will be doing for tomorrow between 10 and noon? Working. Why, you want to go on a date? No. Yeah, Grill Champions off tomorrow because Lee has some traveling to do and he's got a nice big gig lined up. So I'm super excited and proud for him. I think he's doing the Apex Legends thing tomorrow. So that's going to be super cool. Yeah, so no Grill Champions. Very sad. 2 weeks in a row I got to miss.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. Good Friday last week, and then he's out this week. So it means next week.
How are you going to celebrate coming back?
How else? With pancakes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. We're making waffles. Yeah, some other cool stuff going on today. Here, come back, Lee. Lee's gone for a great reason, though. So his,
well, that's good.
Yeah, I think he's doing. I think his Dan Cakes got grabbed by Apex Legends, and they're doing like a event, and they wanted to do the pancake art for them to do that. So
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so it's really cool. They did go and do that. That was a fun little gig. So
nice.
Proud of him. He's working hard.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Martin, can he give me free? Can he give me free stuff in the game? Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we try not to like he tries really hard to make it so that the gigs don't kind of overlap out our streams, but sometimes it's just too juicy to pass up, and I totally get that.
Yeah, totally fair. It's a really cool opportunity.
Yeah.
Raphael asks, how do you guys feel about Volo as a patron? No. That's how I feel.
So we get Gar's resignation. Hey man, my stream's done. I'm not doing this. Yeah, they're pretty funny. Yeah. Okay, so next week is the Dungeon Masters event, which is the running, right? The next event.
Yep, it's the running. We've got the return of. Oh gosh, I was just talking about this on Guiding Hand. Well, not the return. The debut of Dungeon Master. We got the return of Shaka and Kreidel.
Shaka and Kreidel? Oh, it is, yeah.
So don't get them from the Time Gate weekend either.
Yeah.
Because they will be in the event.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're a Steam player, don't get Averin, Ayla, Whittle,
or Kira,
Caddy Bree,
Shaka and
Kreidel.
That's 7.
Yeah, from
it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, avoid
any
those
of
7.
those ones. Yeah. Because that way you're gonna get them free next week. So just don't do anything.
Don't do anything, Tim knows.
Yeah. Yeah, just ignore the Time Gate weekend. Yeah. Oh, I guess you can do weekend buffs again. So this weekend, it's a very strong weekend. It's the Swords and Sorceries. We are buffing Sasaspia with some nice flat global damage. Minsk's favorite enemies, Hitch's natural performer, Balos, Morbid Excitement, and then we're buffing Melf's adaptive support, Righteous Determination, and Speedy Supplement.
Gotta go fast.
And the GE this weekend is going to be for Sasaspia's Slot 2 for Halo of Spores.
Yeah, really good one.
Yeah, it's going to be
exciting.
One. Yeah.
For all the Sasaspia people out there.
Yeah, so that's it's gonna be fun. The Melf gonna be a lot of fun. Whenever Bailoff is in there too, that's a great time. Are we stuck here again? Oh, here we
are. There was an earlier question from Nathalis just a few minutes ago. I saw it go by in chat saying, "What's Spelljammer?"
Oh boy, I don't know.
So, Spelljammer is an old. From an older edition of Dungeons and Dragons. It's an old campaign setting that you can play in. This is from Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. This would be 2E.
Advanced.
And and people have been jokingly saying oh, Spelljammer confirmed for 5th edition D&D for years now, and it was a funny joke because the idea of it's really over the top, ridiculous Dungeons and Dragons fantasy adventures, but in space. So you've got hippopotamus people and giant space hamsters and apparently clowns. I didn't know that there were clowns until today.
Yeah.
But
and then
it was a joke for
gods.
years. The bodies of dead gods just looming in the astral sea. That's super cool. There's a lot of really awesome, flavorful stuff that's like equal parts just cool and equal parts just silly, and it's all in space and it's beautiful. And it's been a joke for years of like, oh, when are we gonna get Spelljammer? And then today, they actually confirmed Spelljammer. We're actually getting the campaign setting. They're bringing it back for 5th edition. So cool. Yeah. I'm so excited about it.
They honestly just could have put up a big picture for that half-night that says Spelljammer confirmed and just left it at that.
That's all they had to do.
Yeah.
The hype would have been the same amount. Yeah. It's a really exciting time. It is also within the setting. It is the name of the spaceships that you actually use. They are called Spelljammers.
No, Boo is from Baldur's Gate. Well, Boo is a miniature giant space hamster, and there are giant space hamsters in Spelljammer, which is where he's from. But he just happens to be in Baldur's Gate.
So I guess that's a third link to Spelljammer that we currently have. It's just the fact that Minsk and Boo exist in the game.
Okay, well, we got a couple minutes left. I think we'll call it here so we can give time for Todd to set up and get the show running.
We're through everything anyway.
I think it's a recording today.
Probably, usually is.
Yeah, it usually is. So, but yeah, hang out with Todd and Hope while they answer some questions, and then at 1 to 2, no, it's 2 to 3. Is the developer Q&A with David and Justin, who answer all your more in-depth design questions about what patrons can come and what patrons can't. We can speculate, but they're the ones. They're the ones who know. Oh yeah, it is pre-taped. Yeah, 30 minutes. Great. So then I guess I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next week.
I'll see you for Dev Insights.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.